But yeah, let's do it, man.
Okay, so welcome back to the podcast for those who are tuning in and for those who are new or are returning. Thank you again for the support. We appreciate it. Thank you for coming to hear these stories they have because every story matters. But today we have a guest who I'm very excited to hear his story and I'm very excited to see like where this goes. So before we get into the bill, into the audience, everything else, I'll let our guest tell us who he is and then we'll start.
Hello, my name's Devon. I drive a 2013 Audi A4. It is currently bagged with some Workmeisters and wrapped in lavender. Um, just a simple A4, but a lot's been done to it, whether it be like the interior, um, or even really the exterior too. So I'm
Y'all
only,
should
I
check it
guess,
out.
I'm a little young. I guess a younger guy in the whole scene. So I'm like, I guess I'm only like 21. So it's very fun to, I guess, be doing all this stuff.
And I will say though, that lavender, bro, is beautiful.
No, I
That's
appreciate it.
that's nice color.
Yeah, so it's from Orovinyl, so it's their gloss lavender. I've already had to rewrap it twice, just because I had to rewrap the front bumper.
Mm,
Turns out when you buy a wrap after a certain amount of period of time, they go through different batches or like different color codes. So it turned out to be like a
okay.
different color on the front bumper, and I'm like, shoot. So then I had to rewrap it again, but you won't really even notice a difference. But like the old lavender that I had in the car, that
Mhm.
one was more of like a warmer tone, more of a pinkish, while this one's more of a cooler tone, like more like actual like periwinkle, if that makes sense. But no, the lavender is a very nice color. Definitely, it definitely draws people attention when I'm just going down the street, or if people try to spot me on the highway. It's like, oh, you still get like a sore thumb, like.
It pops for real though,
No, it really does.
and if it fit the Audi like oddly speaking, it fit the Audi perfect too. Like that color on that Audi just like makes it like pop even more. So
Yeah.
before we get into the Audi, I want you to tell us about who you were before you got into cars.
So honestly, I was just what is it? What was I doing before I actually got my Audi? I mean, I was kind of like I already had like a older Pontiac Grand Am. It was like an '05. That was kind of like my first car that I had. I saved up money for after like working at McDonald's for a little bit in high school. That's
Hmm.
what kind of started getting me into cars and wanting to do stuff to it, just because I like the enjoyment of like, oh, look what I did with my car and stuff. And it's just felt nice. So I was just doing that, kind of just driving. And then I was working at Waterworld for a little bit. It's like just a water park here in Denver, just a seasonal job. And then I think just after that, I was just working at a Ford dealership, and then that's kind of when I really started getting into cars a lot more, whether it be like working on them and just kind of wanting something newer. So, I mean, this was kind of like right after like getting out of high school as well. Um, so I wasn't really, I guess, doing a whole lot much in terms of like car stuff.
Okay, so would you say you found cars as a passion, or like did you experience it growing up?
I would kind of say both. I mean, kind of growing up for sure. Of course, everyone got into cars, like the movie, or whether it be like Fast and Furious, everyone was always watching those. But even like my family on like my mom's side, I had an uncle who was like really into like Chevys, and he had a Camaro and bikes, and everyone on my mom's side, like they like doing car like stuff involved with cars. So that's what kind of like sparked my passion for it, just because I thought of how cool it was to like just build a cool car, whether it be loud, fast, XYZ. I just always thought that was like a pretty cool thing to have and just to see. And so that's what then kind of like just slowly led me to kind of getting into it once when I was able to have the money, buy the car, and start doing what I want.
Okay, so now I'm gonna ask you a more challenging question. You might have to think of like, what was that one moment that made like the one moment that when you knew cars was more than just cars, like it was more than a passion for you. It was something that you were like passionate about. What was that moment for you?
Honestly, I would probably say that moment was probably from like this year. Um, I mean, I'd probably say like just going to car shows, like
Mhm.
just being at the shows with it, and whether it be like winning an award or even just like hearing so many people come up to me like in that day, just like, hey, dude, your car is beautiful. I love it. And just getting all like like the praise and all that stuff just because like I work so hard to, to get this car to where it's at right now, especially like leading up into like the car show season for this year. And so for it to kind of like hear, for me to hear people say that they enjoy the car, they love it, they think it's unique and it's very cool, it was very like fulfilling to me. Like, wow, people actually notice what I've been doing, or like they actually notice the build and
Facts.
they appreciate it. So like, it's very, very heartwarming for me just because it's like, this is all I really chase for. I'm not saying like for like attention, but it's just like, it's just nice to feel that like my work is being appreciated in other eyes.
No, for sure. And I could definitely understand that because, but before I say that, you said you won an award.
hmm
Tell us about it.
I've won so far, at least this year, I have won six kind of different awards. First one that I won, our first show down in, I guess, Colorado Springs. They kind of did these awards a little bit different. They took a picture of your car,
So
where it was kind of posted up. So I won Best Euro. That one was a choice award. So of course you had to pick out the car that you wanted to win. Um, Another one was called Volkswagen's on the Green. Won Best Audi, the 30th annual. So it's like cool license plate, which I found pretty sweet. And that
that
one was
is dope.
also a People's Choice Award. So like you had to vote for the car that you wanted to win. The other one that I won was Best Audi again at Slush and Peak. They did like a free car show back in September. So that was really fun to go to. Most of that show was just watching football out of the back of my car since I had a monitor set up in the trunk, which that was pretty fun. Definitely a good way to pass time. This one was just third most prestigious Euro at Be My Secret over in I think Loveland, Colorado. And that one was a little bit harder to compete just because there's some nice other European builds, so it's not just Audi specifically. So it's definitely going up some competition. And then one of my favorite ones, just because it's a bigger trophy, but top 15 at Peak Motor Mall.
It's
Um,
dope.
this one was actually a pretty cool show, just because if you if you got the tickets in time, you could park your car inside of a mall, which is pretty cool.
That is
Um,
cool.
but the annoying part is that like you had to push your car out of there since you couldn't start it
Oh,
and
you
all the
just
exhaust. Exactly. So, but I was parked outside in the courtyard. But I was super, super grateful that I won top 15 out of all the builds there. Um, and the only sucky part about that car show was on the turf that they had in that out in their courtyard. So
mhm,
of course my car is bagged and it sits really low. And my downpipe on the A4s, they always sit so low. And since it was already a hot summer day, the car was already really hot, and I didn't even get it time to cool down to air out. So right when I was about to leave the show or parking it into a garage, because it was about to hail, my downpipe melted onto the turf and
mm,
my car wouldn't move and it got stuck. So it drew a giant crowd of people like, what's happening? And like, because like, dude, I get in the car, I'm about to drive it. I put it in drive. I'm like, why is it not going? Like, parking brake's off. Like, let me just give it a little more gas and it's not going. And then I put in reverse just to see, still not going. And I'm like, dude, what's happening? So my friend
yeah,
gets underneath it. He just sees like the turf, like here's the downpipe. The turf is just like stuck to it and I'm pulling it. So luckily I didn't really damage it too much, but like everyone was just looking. And then so when I got that award, they're like, wait, weren't you the guy that burnt the turf? I'm like, no. But and I guess the last one was just it was a smaller car show from one of my friends, just like best trunk setup, cars by the lake. Because I had a 34-inch ultra wide monitor that I'm actually using right now in the back. And then I have epoxy flooring with some plexiglass right in the middle of it. I'll have to maybe send you a photo sometime of it. And then, of course, I had my air management stuff down below. So it was pretty cool setup.
that definitely send a picture of it, bro. Because I definitely want to see it. But
Yeah.
I want you to take us through the motions. Like, how did it feel getting your first trophy till getting the other six? Well, the other five.
Yeah. So I didn't really start putting it into shows till the first year I bought the car. So I bought this car back in March of 2023. It was supposed to just be the daily, as almost every car person says. I even told one of my friends, like, yeah, dude, like I'm only gonna do like lower it just a little bit, muffler delete, just stage one tune, tint, that's it, right? And then it turned
Mhm.
into me absolutely turning it around. But I guess I just started just modifying my car, taking in the shows. But then last year, when I thought I put in effort, I really wasn't winning in awards, which I know that shouldn't always be like the one thing you should be going to car shows for is for the awards. Like you go there for the people and the good times. Um, but after like the last year of me not like really getting in awards, I'm like, okay, now I know I really have to put in effort. So that's when I really started like getting a list down of what I wanted to do for the Audi. Like, oh, I want to get three-piece wheels. I want to get this and that. And so it just soon started of just like, it really started when my friend parted out his S4, where I got the Morgmeisters off of. I got a carbon hood and then I got the harness bar. Because I don't know if you've seen interior pictures of it before. But there is a harness bar that sits right behind me. I have Corbo race bucket seats and a status
Okay.
5 point harness. And then I then got a carbon steering wheel, the carbon hood. My buddy was selling me the roof box setup that's on there right now. So I got a good price on that. And then what is it? Then I got, carbon side skirts. Then I made the clear tails on that car. So then it just started like, just became a thing of like, I got to do this. I got to do that. And so like, I probably spent over $10,000 for at least like the lavender part of the build. So
Oh, just in lavender?
just kind of on the lavender part. Yeah. Cause the Workmeisters I bought off my buddy for 3,000. The roof box was about $1,000. The hood was 1150. The seats and all that, the whole setup that was probably around $2,500. No, okay, no, 1,500. My bad. Clear tails, that was probably another like $700. Carbon side skirts another 450. I'm buying materials and all that stuff for the trunk setup. And the monitor, like it just quickly adds up. But like I guess just leading
Big
into
time.
yeah. And so after I get everything pretty much all done for the car for the season, like I just feel really confident. I'm like, okay, let's just go see if I can win any awards and just see where this car takes me. And um, like it's very rewarding though. Like just going to all the shows, hearing all the people, like I said, appreciate the build and all the effort that I put in it, just because a lot of hours, a lot of money went into it. So it's
Hmm.
just nice to hear that, and I guess, and so just kind of then going show after show, it's just like, oh, like the Lavender Audi wins or whatever. So it's just like, I guess if you want to be the best, you have to be the best. I'm sure you've heard of that saying before. Like you really like if you, especially like in the car scene, at least here in Colorado, the Europeans are very, especially Audis, are very hard to compete with just because there's so many of them. So like you really have to like ball out and go band for band if you really want to like either win awards or like really stand out. And that's kind of what I had to do with this car is just dump a lot of money into it, and then that's kind of what's helped me get like a lot of awards. But like, of course, I don't think of that as what is it? Is just going to the car shows for awards. I like going there to have a good time, see people that I don't get to see all the time, just because people live like over an hour away, or everyone has their own lives. So
So, is it any more shows coming up this year that you're going to before the year end?
No, well, we had a toy drive. So I also run Audi's Finest Colorado here. So I run a car club. So we recently, like the other weekend, we had a toy drive. That one wasn't really necessarily like a car show per se, um, or like there's awards. I mean, of course, I won. What is it? I guess I won in two different categories that they had there. It was like most creative, and then also kids choice. And that one was also
Okay.
like you had to choose the number and stuff. So I guess kids like the lavender. But that was really the only thing. The only thing with here in Colorado is that like show season ends around September, October, just
Oh,
because of
okay,
the
got
colder,
it.
what the
No.
colder, yep, snow. Not as many people are going to take their car out. Like me, it's mine just sits in a storage unit when I don't drive it. So, so there's not really much. So this is like the time where everyone puts their cars away for the winter, and then starts planning on what they're doing for next year, whether they be selling the car, parting it out, or build completely transforming it. So
So then, your plan next year for your car, what is it?
So my plans were to like also like do a completely different change or style with the car, like whether it be like a rewrap or just something along like that. But honestly, I think with just things changing in my life and like my priorities, I'm just gonna take the lavender wrap off. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
it is yeah, it's peeling in a lot of areas, and I don't really like the way it looks around the edges. So part of it is probably me. I don't. It's wrap. it's gonna have issues, but I'm just gonna go back to silver, which that's the color it is underneath. Just fix paint on it, and then just wrap the roof box in silver, and honestly, just call it good. Just because I'm trying to move out. So, but I'll still
Hmm.
go to car shows, and I'll try to go to out of state ones too. But I've already had my fun with it, and I also do want to take it on the track next year. So instead of just doing
Nice.
car shows with it, I want to go rip it around like two of the popular tracks here in Colorado, like High Plains or PPIR, or even just do
Yeah,
canyon runs. So,
that'd be dope.
but yeah,
Yeah, that'd be dope. So, what made you choose the Audi A4?
um, I really got into it just because my dad, he got an A3 back in 2022 of November, and I thought that was kind of cool. Like, whoa, like, cause I knew of Audis before that beforehand. However, I just never really cared to like them just because, oh, they're unreliable and they're pieces of junk or whatever it is. But like once when I really started kind of like looking in more into them and driving my dad's A3, I was like, dude, this feels good. Like for the price that you pay for, or like the things that you get, like a 2 liter turbo, it gets great fuel economy, all wheel drive. Like I thought that was pretty cool. So then right as he got it, then I started looking to get my own Audi, and then eventually led me to like buying the Audi that I have now at the dealership.
Because my first car was supposed to be an Audi. A long time ago, I was supposed to get either A5 or I was supposed to get an A4. It ended up it ended up selling, and after it sold, the dude turned on the car that I have now, which is a '08 CLS 550.
Hmm.
So I was looking at an Audi, but I was looking at an Audi and the AMG.
Hmm.
The AMG sold when I was going to pick it up. Um, to this day, I still hate that happened. So was communicating with somebody so I should get the Audi. Meant to get the AMG, but literally an hour into my drive to get it, he sold it.
Really? Did you like call dibs
Yeah,
on it, or
we talked, and he was just like, "Well, you was the first person to hit me up about it, so I'll hold it." Didn't hold it. Like literally while I'm driving down there to get it, he sells it.
how far of a drive was it for you?
About 3 hours.
Ooh,
Yeah, bro, I
only
was
to,
pissed.
and how far did you get into it?
2 hours,
Ooh, dude, I no, I'd be throwing hands in the air. That is upset. That is upsetting, dude.
bro. I was pissed, bro, because it was a car I wanted to. I wanted me a '09 E5 E55, and he had the '09 50. So it was a car I really wanted, but
And you're really
no,
looking forward to it.
bro, I had parts and all like ready to be bought for that car, bro. But things happen. And then the A4 sold marketplace, so I was just like, know what, freak it. Came back home and it's a dealership. My brother actually was looking at a charger on this dealership.
Hmm.
And then we were just talking, and then the dude turned on a Mercedes and he had the exhaust done on it. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I turn around and it was the CLS. And I'm like, that sounds like that. So he's like, test drive it. I took it for a
Hmm.
test drive and just fell in love with it. And I bought it 2 weeks later.
Okay, I'm not really too familiar with Mercedes, at least like what engines come with it. Like which one did that one have in it?
It's a 5.5 liter. It's
Okay,
a V8 5.5. Well, with Mercedes around that year, like you get the same engine in E550, the S550, the CLS 550, and then I think it's the SLK.
okay,
They all get the same 5.5. I mean, it's different in small ways, but and it's the same engine. Like just they all tweak differently.
okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. No, those are beautiful cars though.
I love it, bro. But right now I'm stuck with it. It'll turn on, but then it'll turn on and turn itself right back off.
That's super odd. Have you been able to take it to somewhere to have them take a look at it, or?
Nah, not yet. Cause my uncle, Percy, he a full-time mechanic. Like he been doing it for the last like 15 years.
Hmm.
My fuel pump, so it gotta be something about fuel system, I think, because I fixed my fuel pump the car turned on for a little bit, then turned back off. So I replaced my fuel sending unit.
Mhm.
Then the car actually turned on and it stayed on. Now it could be my fault. I turned it on, I let it stay on for like 2, 3 minutes. I'm like, okay, but we should be good now. So I was like, let me turn it off and try to turn it back on to see if it's working properly. The second time I turned it on, you can hear it rev up and rev down, and then rev up and it rev down, and it rev up again, and then finally it turned itself off again.
That's super weird. That definitely probably sounds like a feeling issue, right? If you just replaced your fuel pump, I mean, because I don't know if those cars have the like a high pressure fuel pump or, but I think it's just one of those things you have to look at like live data,
Mhm.
like to see like how the fuel pump's operating, like the duty cycle and so many other things. Because even though it's probably like an '09, but like especially with German cars, like that I've noticed is like it really pays off once when you can look at live data and see what the car is doing. Because do you have a check engine light on or?
But yeah, and that's because I'm catless.
Okay, but that has nothing to do with it.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Just I don't think. Well, see, it could have been my fault. I was supposed to get it tuned when I got my cats taken off, but the dude who was supposed to tune it ended up moving to Chicago, so it never got tuned after that.
Okay. And he like just tuned it like at a shop
No, it's still
or
not
you
tuned yet.
okay. Yeah, no, once when you tune it, then that check engine light comes off. That's like one of the biggest things. Like when you go catalyst, as soon as you tune your car, then that's kind of the whole point of it. I mean, yes, more power and stuff, but
It's just
I,
basically clear to check engine light.
yeah, because I have a high flow cat on the A4. Of course, it the whole point of the stage two tune on there, it also just removes that check engine light, like you know, permanently, just because the OEM cat's not in there. It's flowing at a much higher rate, I guess. So
Did finally, I finally found a wide body kit for it, and I found some headers. So the thing I wish I would have known before I got my car was that engine already like it's not I won't say modified, but Mercedes made it to a point where it's like it's not much you can do to it.
because it's already pretty souped up from the factory.
Yeah, so like it's not much I can do to it because it come like 385.
It's not bad.
Not no, not bad at all. And for its worth, bro, it's a very fun car.
Is it all-wheel
But
drive too?
nah, rear wheel drive.
Okay, even better.
Yeah.
Doing
So
donuts or going sliding?
the only way you could like modify an engine from Mercedes, from my experience, is if it's an AMG.
Mhm.
Now I heard people say you can turn turbo. I mean, you can turn turbo anything, to be honest, or turbo anything. But I've heard it comes when you try to turn turbo with or turbo with, it comes with issues. But I'm looking to get it done though.
Yeah, no, there's some engines out there where you can just throw a turbo kit on there and it'll be fine. And then there's definitely some engines where if you throw a turbo on them, then they really don't like it or they can't handle that much boost. Just because of like the compression ratios.
So that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Because
N-
a dude said he could, and then on the forums they said don't do it. So I'm like,
I think it's one of those things where it's like, how much money do I want to spend? Or do I just want to have fun for a little bit and sell a car? Like,
I just,
I mean,
oh,
hey,
see,
you can do anything you want. You can put it, you
that's
can twin turbo, you can do whatever you want with it. It's just a matter of how much money.
that's the other issue. It's always do I want to sell it, but I'm being honest with you, it's the first car that I bought out cash that I owned,
Hmm.
and it started everything. It started my car group. It started me really like getting into the car scene.
Hmm.
So every time it comes up to a point where I can sell it, it's like I can't let it go. So if I'm being honest, it's probably a car I just keep forever. Like if it break or if the engine go out, I'll just replace it with a bigger engine. But I think that's a car where I think that's that one
Hmm.
car I might just hold on to.
But what engine would you swap in there if you had to replace it?
See, I'm stuck. I'm really stuck. I'm stuck between the supercharger one or the turbo spool.
Hmm. That's a hard one.
bro. Because
I,
I love the whine, but then I thought you get more fun out of a turbo.
you do, just because of like you feel it like building the boost and the cool like noises it produces, but also like the supercharger whine is just like it's one of those things that never gets old, and you
Mm-mm.
can easily hear it from like a mile away, especially when you got a big fat intake on there.
Sorry to cut you off.
You're good.
The '06, I believe, to '07 comes with a supercharger engine.
Hmm.
The AMG for my bike style, it comes with an AMG engine, I think up to '07 or
Hmm.
'06. But after that, I think it's NA. So if I was to get the 63 AMG, I
Hmm.
believe I could be wrong. I seen one say it's naturally aspirated, but I seen another one say it's twin turbo. So I could go back in time and get the '06 AMG that comes supercharged, or I can get the 63 that comes twin turbocharged.
That's a hard one though, because it's like I think it just depends on what you want to do with it. Like, are you looking just for more pure enjoyment or to make power?
To be honest, pure enjoyment.
You know what? I would say do the supercharger.
Yeah, that's because now when I get to that point in life, I want to build me a car that's actually twin turbo.
Mhm.
So I think for now I might just actually go with the supercharger on that car because I don't want to make a lot of power out of the car.
Yeah.
I want just like something I can just have fun with because I'm not gonna track it. To be honest, I ain't gonna
Hmm.
track it. I ain't gonna take no drag strip. That'd be like my like daily after I get it dialed in. But then I want to build me a actual like twin turbo.
Now, with the car that you have, do they have like kits for them to put a supercharger on there, or like it's something you get to like either custom make or just ultimately just put a different engine in there?
Custom make or different engine.
Okay. I mean, I think that'd be kind of cool if you just made your own kit for it.
I see. I've been looking into that because I've been actually looking into doing a wide body kit. Like I wanna. It's just what's like. I seen a dude actually have the kit. I seen it before, but only on a website. But I seen a dude have it on his CLS 550. It's a wide body kit. Bro, it's beautiful. But
What a Oh, dude, I bet.
I don't want to. It's not copying because I love that kit. But if I could find somebody to help me make my own wide body kit, I'd rather go in that direction.
Yeah.
I just don't know where to look at when it comes to actually wide body in the car. Like I know the basic of it, but I ain't gonna sit here and tell you I know enough to just go outside and do it myself. I don't know all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it's one of those things you just have to like really start just like networking with people who have already like either made custom wide body kits or just even on forums. But I think that'd be pretty sick if you can make your own because like I mean, it takes a lot of time and effort to do so, but like if that's something you could be good at, then I think it's something I think you would really enjoy. Like
I think I would too.
like taking it from nothing to say cardboard, whatever you like as like a template to an actual functional wide body kit that like when you take it to shows, it's like, dude, is this custom made or like, whatever it is. But I
And
think
it's a
that'd be
one
like
off.
it's a one off, and you feel a lot more appreciative about it because like not that it's just a one off, but like look at this car that I made or like that I put all my time and effort in. It's a one off. Like look how cool it is.
That's what I want to do, bro. And on top of that, I want to two tone my like entire car, like inside and outside. So I want to have the driver's side the same color inside and outside. So I finally decided on the color. I'm gonna do like a red wrap on it,
Oh.
and then I'm gonna paint the driver's side. So in my car, it's two seats, right? It's 4 seats,
Hmm.
and then you got a center console that goes down the entire middle. So basically, it's like it's split it off. So the middle part, I'm gonna get that painted all white, and then on the driver's side, it'll be all red. Front seat red, back seat red, carpet and everything will be red. Then on the passenger side, it'll be all black.
Okay. And
So
is your car already
that's the
black to
goal.
begin with? No.
Nah, bro, it's all tan, bro.
Ah, I can see
I
why you want
mean,
to change it.
the only thing black, now I think about it, is two tone. I lie, it's two tone. The top part of the panel, black, and then the top part of the dashboard, black. But under that, it's all tan.
I hate how like those. I hate the tan interiors.
Me
I'm
too,
sure the
bro.
same.
It's aggravating.
They don't look good.
Yes.
I had it on my A4. I don't know. It was only in the A4s and the B8 and a half and B8s, but like the half below of it from like the doors and below was all black, but then everything above, like the pillar trim and like the headliner was all beige. So I
Yeah,
just wrapped
I,
it all in black suede, switched everything to black. Dude, it's so much better. I don't know why they didn't do that. Or even with like BMWs I've seen there, Mercedes.
bro, Mercedes kill it, bro. Like I don't know what they like with that tan color, bro, but it's not it, bro. It's not it. But
No, and it gets
I found a website that sell paints, and I bought the car, so I can't complain, and everything in it leather. So I found a special leather paint to go on the car.
really.
Yeah,
Is it
I just gotta.
it's not too expensive or kinda?
If I remember correctly, I think 1 gallon, like five something
$500? Dang.
for 1 gallon. So I don't know how much I need for the entire car. I know it's gonna be a project for sure. So it's gonna cost like couple thousand, but in the end though, in the end, it'd be worth it. But now I'm thinking about doing orange.
What makes you want to do orange?
So I'm trying to think of that color. The color I originally wanted, bro, is like I want to say pink or peach. It's like a peachish look. It's like a orange, peach, and pink mixed. I forgot the name for it. I do have it in my phone though, so I've seen a picture of it. But I seen it on one. I think it was a newer body style of my car. I seen it on that car, and I seen it on a Mustang.
Hmm.
And no, bro, like that color pop. But I can't find that color to go in the inside. So
Okay.
it's like I can't really do. If I go that route, then I'm gonna do the whole car that color because I can't put that color in the inside.
Having like a big
But
old orange interior.
I could go all orange, and that'd
Could.
be crazy if I orange. Crazy, because they got a nice. I want to do purple. So the the caveat with the purple, right?
Hmm.
We had a car show in Daytona called something Duff last year, right?
That was slammed enough.
Yeah, bro. So I went with my homegirl Zay at the time was in my car group, and we walking around, bro. Purple was everywhere, and it's crazy because it's a different shade of purple
Uh-huh.
everywhere. I mean, like it was a darker purple, an even darker purple, a bright purple, like a dull purple. I'm
Too
like,
many.
but purple on a car, bro. I feel like purple is the best color you could put on the car, in my opinion. But I'm like, because it'd been dope to have a purple interior and purple on the outside of the car. Like we open the
Hmm.
cars. But then I'm like, bro, I don't know. Like, everything was I'm not even being funny, but I think like 85% of that car show was purple.
Really, what's funny is actually I was actually planning on going out there last year, but I ended up switching it to go to Cali Creaming out in California
How was
because
that?
we. Oh, that was good. It was a very good show. The builds out in California are like top notch.
I often say that.
It's not just like coilovers and wheels. I mean, yeah, you'll see cars there with coilovers and wheels, but like they're either like a really like not rare JDM, but either JDM build like everything's all high quality there. Like nothing's really lacking. Like all the attention to details just there. So it was overall a good show. But being out in LA is like the roads out there suck. Gas is so expensive. Like
Yeah, bro. I seen
it's bad.
California itself is just fucking expensive. And bro, they got too many rules and regulations, bro. I couldn't stay there.
No, they don't allow no fun out there.
Bro. And as a car guy, bro, no, like being state ref, bro, and all the stuff they go through. I'm straight in Florida, bro. Florida kind of trying to get strict, but at the same time, it's not strict at all.
Do you guys have like any like emissions or you guys are lucky?
Hmm.
So you're in Colorado. Only the 9 Front Range counties in Denver need emissions. But if you register your car anywhere else, you don't have to do emissions, which I find stupid.
That's
But
kind of stupid.
it is. So, but my A4 does not pass emissions because my high flow cat, it technically should, but since it's tuned and there's no, some of the readiness monitors aren't there, it wouldn't pass. So I just registered hour and a half away called Colorado Springs, where they don't have any emissions. I just bypass it, and then I don't have to do emissions on that car anymore.
See, that's good, bro. Good. The only thing Florida really like cracking down on is speed,
Is
but I
it
feel like
just
that's
that?
everything.
Yeah. What about like expired tags, or do they really get on like people's cases about that? Or
If you go past the 6 months, yeah. But
okay,
like, if you don't go past the 6 months, they'll just be like, I mean, you might get a ticket, but they won't be like, oh no, you going to jail or nothing like that. They'll just be like, well, just you gotta get it fixed. But when you
okay.
pass the 6 months, then they're like, yeah, you had time to get it fixed now. Like now you just drag your feet with it. So then they go. Cause
Dang.
I know to you, mine, mine expired and I didn't get it fixed until like, so my birthday is in February.
Mhm.
I didn't get mine fixed until like June. No cap, bro. I just kept forgetting about it.
It's just one of the things that just flies over your head.
Bro, because I be talking about, oh, damn, my tag. Okay, I need to get my tag done. I forget about it. Then I got pulled over, and he was like, I pulled you? I'm like, no. He was like, you serious, dude? I was like, I wasn't speeding. He was like, you the tag, man. I said, bro, yes. I said, yep. I said, yep, bro, you're right. He was like, really, dude? I said, yeah, bro. I said, bro, that tag is something that I truly don't think about like that. Like, it's the small though. No, bro. I be thinking about so much other stuff, bro. He was like, dude, you gotta get it fixed. He was like, your birthday was in February. I was like, you ain't gotta count. You ain't gotta count. I already know,
Yeah,
gang.
you already know how many
Yeah, I
months.
already know. So I got that fixed. But other than that, bro, like Florida pretty, bro, it's pretty straight. Like I done got caught doing like 30 over the speed limit before, and they never took me to jail. Or they gave me a ticket and told me to slow my ass down.
Okay, that's not bad. So with like our whole tag thing, like if you have expired tags or even like temp tag, you get like a month grace period. And then after a month, if you try to go renew it at like the self kiosk thing, they won't let you do it, and you have to go to the DMV, and then you have to start paying like late fees to get it like re-registered, not re-registered, but either re-registering your car. No, yeah, I don't know why I was spacing out on that, but so you'll get about a month before like cops can start to pull you over. My Audi's never been, I guess, expired. I bought a little 92 Camry at my buddy. I was very lazy and I procrastinated so bad, but I was driving around that car with tags expired in like November of 24, all the way up until about June of 2025. So for 7 months, I was driving around with expired tags, but believe it or not, I never got pulled over.
Bro,
Like somehow I didn't.
I got pulled. So where I stay at is kind of like small, but not small at the same time. So you can go between Port Orange, Daytona, and Ormond.
Hmm.
So Daytona being in the middle, it's like you call it like the like middle class.
Hmm.
But certain parts of Ormond and Port Orange, it's like the like rich area, you could say.
Hmm.
Now I got pulled over in Daytona for my tag, right?
Hmm.
But I seen somebody tag say 22, and I'm like, why you still? But the funny part was, it was a cop, two cars behind me. Now I moved over on purpose, gang, like on purpose. That way that he could see his tag, right? Didn't pull him. I said, so I get pulled, and my birthday was literally like what February. I'm gonna say 5 months. This fucker been going for 3 years,
And they just let him off the hook. Like, officer,
bro.
he's right there. Get him, get him.
Bro, I looked at the car, like began to red light, so I slowed down on purpose. The car was in front of me. The cop inside of me.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
slowed down, and I'm just like you don't see the big ass 22 right there in front of you, gang. And the cop looked at me, and he was just like, I'm just like,
Get him.
bro, like, cause
Pull him
that was me,
over.
bro. I'm pulled immediately. I see now, just like, yep, you know what? I ain't finna worry about it, bro. I'm like, they got it. I don't know how they just don't care. They
It's it's
don't care.
it's amazing how far like people let their tags expired. Like few months, okay, but like people who go like a year or two, and I'm like, are you like did you forget about it, or like do you think you just don't have to do it again? Like, what's the motivation here, buddy?
No, I'm be honest with you, bro. To me, it don't. To me, that tag thing don't make sense. It it don't make sense to me at all, bro. I don't. I never understood why I gotta renew it that many times. But no, that's zero there.
I wish it was just a one and done thing,
That's how it should be.
but I
But
mean that's how they make money,
government thirsty, bro. Anywhere they can make money, game, they gonna make money.
and they attach all like the little small fees on there that are like have no like reason to be on there. I'm like, why am I paying extra for this?
Oh, and something you said earlier. We literally just got the kiosks last month.
Really?
Yeah, in Florida. Like we just got them. I just seen it last month in Publix. But with our tag, you had to either do it online
Hmm.
or nope. For a while, it was strictly the DMV. You couldn't do it online. We had no kiosks. If your tag expired, you had to go to the DMV to get it fixed. Just seen the kiosk last month in Publix. Before that, bro, that was no.
Really?
It was yeah, bro. So Florida behind there. We
Like, yeah, we've had them for years.
yeah, we need
We'll
to do
have
better
them.
then.
Yeah, because we have them at King Supers, which is kind of like our grocery stores out here.
Mhm.
But you'll find them in some of them. You just take your little white registration card to renew it. I think you scan or something like that, pay, and then it just spits out your new tags, and then you can
That's
go put them
crazy
on.
work.
Yeah, it's
Like we never
convenient
had
though.
that. I mean, cause bro, the DMV be packed, bro. Like the DMV be packed all the time. It take all day to get to the goddamn DMV.
It does. Or even if you get them online, you gotta wait like a week or so.
Yeah, or they charge you like $30 to get it the next day.
Yep, pretty much. No, it's super annoying. I always hated going to the DMV for anything.
Me too. If I
They
can, I avoid it, and I think that's why I didn't get my tag done for 6 months. I was avoiding the DMV.
they have such like a bad rep for themselves just because either they're slow, rude, like there's just so many like, especially like in the mornings when you try to go. I don't know if you've ever seen them, but like there's times I go pass by some DMVs. There's just a fat line like 10 minutes before they open. I'm like, dang, dude.
So the way ours set up, it's in like a shopping mall. You want to say?
Hmm.
And bro, one day the line went from the DMV. Now it's a long ass hallway. I mean, like a mall hallway, right? It stretched all the way down the hallway, and then it turned and went all the way down. I said, "Yeah, no, I'm not. Nah, I'm not doing that today, bro. No,
No, you
I
gotta
ain't
get there
spend
the
all my
night
day here,
before. You gotta get there the
bro.
night before if you really want to get in.
Sleep outside,
Like the people who are camping out for like the game releases, like at GameStop, you got to do that for just for the DMV.
bro,
Just
because
go
the
read.
DMV, bro, it's retarded, bro. I hate the DMV.
No, do you just do everything like online?
We can now, like, well, recently you can, which is a blessing because you couldn't before that.
Okay, no, that's good at least. I'm sure you guys have a lot of services you can do on there too.
Mhm. They they getting there because of the, but before that, bro, it was like strictly a DMV, and that was it. Your only choice was to goddamn DMV.
And then wait like your whole day.
Bro, you would literally spend a job shift at the DMV.
Dang, I didn't know it was that bad out there.
Some bro, it can be sometimes, bro. Like when you go on a busy day where you got people trying to get their license or trying to fix something, bro, you would be there from like I think when I went and got my Mercedes registered,
Hmm.
when I had to drive it, so I had to drive it from Kissimmee back to Daytona with no tag or plate. I had no tag or plate.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, you can know for sure. I was trying to get in and out of there. But I got to DMV by like 9. I didn't leave the DMV till like 4. Bro, 'cause people take so the DMV already frustrating itself.
Hmm.
But some people, gang, just make it so much more difficult than it has to be. So then that makes you wait even longer. Bro, it's so hot, bro. I'm like, gang, if you would just stop arguing 10 hours ago, you would have been done. She would have been done. He could have been done. But everybody here got an attitude with their attitude. Gang, it's just not a good mix, gang.
No, it's not. People just argue over the smallest things.
And DMV, they got more power. They can make you wait longer because you got attitude. They paid to be there. You not.
Exactly. Yeah. No. I never like going to the DMV. The last time I tried to actually go into a DMV at the time, or I was work because I work Monday through Friday. I worked the hours of the DMV. And I was trying to register this little Camry to my name, but I couldn't for a while because I had to register it out of Denver because I knew it wouldn't pass emissions. And the one DMV that was open was on Saturdays. And the few times I went there, they were just miraculously closed on a Saturday. Like the one time they should be open, they were closed. And I'm like, dude, I can't do anything. So then I had to call out on one day just to go down to a different DMV on Monday. But even waiting at that one, we were waiting there for like 45 minutes to an hour. And I'm like, dude, like I'm sure it's not as, I know it wasn't as long as like what you've had to wait, but still, it's like,
It dragged though, bro.
yeah, you're just waiting for them to call your number and you're just standing there. And luckily, it wasn't like this was kind of like back in the summer. So it was already like nice outside. It wasn't like
Mhm.
cold or anything, but still, I I hate waiting for the DMV. I wish I can just do it online.
I'm glad we can now, but you're finna switch it, right? So, what kind of people do you think the car scene attracts and why?
What kind of people with this car scene? I would definitely say the car scene can definitely attract many different kinds of people. For like various different reasons. Of course, it could attract people who just like hanging out with people as like as their get out or their escape from home. People who want to like socialize, people who just like to see like really cool builds that are like kind of like local to them, and then doing that, or even like kind of like photographers too, like just capturing like amazing art or people's work of art. Um, it can do that as well.
You definitely geek. I'm trying to. So the podcast started off meant for like just the car scene, right?
Mhm.
But as you just said, like you got photographers, like who also photographers are like a huge part also of the car scene. So I'm gonna start getting photographers on the podcast to come tell their story, and then I'm actually opening it up to bikes too,
Do it.
because some car owners have bikes, and then some people who have bikes have cars. So I was talking to the first guest I had, TK, about it, and I'm just like,
Mhm.
um, I'm gonna start allowing people with bikes also to come tell your story because we all it all connect, and you can go to a car show and still see bikes at car shows. So I'm just like it would just be, I know it's kind of off topic. I'm like, but it'd just be good to bring bikes and photographers also into this community because like we legit all share the same passion at the end of the day. So that's what it's really all about too, though.
It is. Even then, I also do photography as well. So
Oh,
I'm
you do?
kind of like also, yeah, I'm also kind of in that scene too. I don't do it like full time. I do it kind of like a here
Mhm.
and there thing. It's Photography is definitely a huge part because without photographers, then or
Bro, like,
videographers, like
yeah, bro, like you want.
they're a huge essential. So
Hey, you will not have gut. You will not have gut rollers. You will not have them fire edit pictures, bro. Like you won't. You won't have that, bro. It is like a quick post and boom, and the quality will not be there without.
nope, it won't.
You have to agree with that. The quality will not be there without the photographers. But have you found any real friendships through the car scene?
Yes, very, very many. Um, so when I kind of first started getting into the car community, I was kind of like not like a nobody, but like just your random person, just walking along the street, I guess. But the more and more I started connecting, I think I met one dude with an Audi like on TikTok that he was local here. So he became like my first Audi homie. And then then he started introducing me to his friends. And then it soon just networked into like a bigger thing. So like I've made very many, many friendships along the years and throughout the car shows where it's like I can go to a car meet or a car show and people just recognize me. I don't have to have my car. And even then, like they'll invite me to do like personal things with them or like just hanging out. Like I've met very many people like that. And then even um what is it? I met my girlfriend through the car community. Um so she drives an RS3, very beautiful. So it's nice I got
Are,
to kind of like go into that. So or like meet all these people.
okay.
It's an amazing experience. Like it's something I never really expected to happen, but I'm just super grateful that it did.
Same. But you said she got an RS3.
Hmm. She does.
She got she got the big boy.
Yes. So yeah, I have an A4, but like she's got the fast car. I got the show car.
Yeah.
So hers is like stage two with Unitronic, wrapped in sun. I always mess up the name, but I think it's like satin solar dawn. I think it's like a change, like color change wrap. So it's whether it's kind of like a
Oh, that's
brownish,
dope.
black, gold, or like just however the lighting is. Some BC Forge wheels and carbon hood. I mean, just carbon stuff on the exterior, but it's a nice car. It's fun, very fun to drive.
So you in Colorado, right?
Correct.
You said how far is that from Utah? Or ain't Utah in Colorado?
Yeah. So I guess depending on how you want to look at it, but Utah's of course to the west of us. So from here to like Salt Lake City, it's about 7, 8 hours.
No, man, that's far.
Not too bad.
Yeah, bro. Brain fart. Anytime I hear Colorado and Utah, bro, for some reason the R's thought the motherfuckers was together.
I mean, the
Don't know
states
why,
touch,
bro.
but like no, but we're not like
Bro,
that close.
that's why then.
Yeah.
Cause I was gonna say, the first two people I had on my podcast was a couple,
Hmm.
right? So the first person was TK. And then after TK did her podcast, her boyfriend Steven did his podcast. So I thought that was pretty dope. That we got like the first two guests was like a couple. And then we got another couple. Well, not another couple. I don't know if she'll do the podcast, but then we got you and your girlfriend who also is into the car scene. So it's just dope. You think she'll tell a story?
She probably would. I think she probably would. I was actually telling her about it like this morning because I was on the phone with her and I was like, yeah, like I got invited to do like this podcast and stuff. So I'm gonna go do that. She's like, oh, like have fun, like let me know how it goes and stuff. So I think she might be interested. I mean, she definitely probably has like a lot to say about her build, or I mean, which is kind of her story. So it's a really nice car. I can always just send you her profile after this, but very nice car.
Because I'm gonna show you something I'm working on, and then
Yes.
I'm gonna show you something I'm actually building. Starting next year, you trying not trying. I'm I'm gonna do it. Next year, I'm gonna host 4 quarterly, 4 car meets this year, right?
Hmm.
And I already got the first one wow, not sweat. Got the first one set up for March of 28th.
Hmm.
Then I'm probably give it another 3 months, and I'm gonna try to set up another one.
Hmm.
So I'm trying to work on the second location. I'm probably moving too fast, but then I like to be prepared. That way, when I do take that step, everything already like in order. Now I gotta just go down the list. But I'm working on setting up the second one. The first one already in motion, but I want to start like traveling and basically bringing the podcast to real life. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I don't want the car meet to be fully focused on the podcast. I just want to sponsor it. But like anytime I have a guest on the podcast, I will say this. I try to stay in contact like we have been doing, because I want this to become a safe space for the car scene. So like I want to get to know everybody who come on the podcast, not just, to hear your story, but to network, right? To get to know you. And then maybe one day in the future, if we come together on a car meet, or the bigger picture is what I want to do to the car scene too is if I have, so you're in Colorado, right?
Hmm. Correct.
Let's just say like I have another person coming on the podcast who also from Colorado, and then
Really?
another one. So I'm hoping, right, it goes that way. That would like if well, this is I can't say if on this one because I don't know how everybody works. But so if one guest come on from the same city, then maybe they can link up with each other. And then they meet through the podcast. And I'm like, if I ever come to that city, then we all can link up
Hmm.
and just have like a car meet type deal. So that's what I'm trying to also build through the podcast.
Hmm.
So
I love
it'd
that.
be dope. It'd be dope to have our experience where like, this podcast bring other people together as well.
Who
And
are
not
the
just
other
me.
people in Colorado?
I think it's Colorado, or it could be it's in the same time. I think y'all in the same time zone. So far it's been Utah, Arizona, and Colorado.
So
So
yeah, because Arizona's still the same time zone as us right now.
Yeah, I think it probably wasn't Colorado, but it's in the same
Okay,
time
okay.
zone. So I'm working on trying to like bring everybody together that comes on the podcast. Like I want to do like a big ass event. I might plan it for the end of the year, or we try to get all the guests who came on the podcast to pick a certain location,
Mhm,
and we all try to like work together and try to like come together for like a big ass like collab event
mhm.
with everybody who came on the podcast. I think that'd be dope.
I think that would be actually.
So that's the goal, bro. Just the main goal though that I want to like really like get across is I want this to be a safe space, but also to be more than just a podcast. I want to be like a true community where we can actually like you can actually come here, you can vibe, meet new people. I'm gonna start doing Forza on weekends on Twitch. I have a Discord I'm trying to build up, so like we can come in and just talk like this, meet new people, talk, and just have like a safe space to come at. So that's what I'm building. I'm trying to build through the podcast. So if you are interested, I'm gonna send you the details about everything else, and then we could go from there.
Yeah, no, I'd love to. I'd love to look into it.
Okay. So the next question is, what energy do you bring to meets, or what like? No, I asked that so long. My fault, bro. Brain fart.
You're good.
What energy do you bring to meets or groups that you're a part of?
I would definitely say, like, always, like, a positive energy, very enthusiastic or, like, very optimistic,
Hmm.
and just overall, like, I wanna have a good time. Like, I love to just joke around and always, like, shoot the shit with people or, whether it kinda just be like that. I mean, I always try to be positive in almost anything that
Always.
I do in the car scene just because it's, like, I guess it pays off to be positive and always have, like, a really good mindset, especially when you're hanging out with all these people,
Hmm.
just because it helps create, like, a good image for yourself, you know?
It does. So it's kind of like an off question, but did people ever think you was like did people ever think you were standoffish or like rude because of your bill?
Mm, I'm sure maybe at some point, like, I don't because I always try to, like, be very, like, expressive, like, all the things I've done on the car. Of course, there's some things I will gatekeep on it. Not like it really needs to be, but, like, that's just kinda like sometimes that's just kinda sometimes how I am sometimes, unfortunately. But I wouldn't really say so. I feel like I'm a pretty, like, easily, like, approachable person. It's like, "Oh, is this your car?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, man, like, this is what it is, like, go check it out and stuff," and, like, they start asking me questions, but, um, no, I mean, I probably do have, like, sometimes I have, like, the look on my face where if you catch me off guard, I look like I'm pissed. Like, I just feel like I'm mad at
Bro,
something, but, like, that's not how it is, and it's just kinda just how I am, like, um or especially, like, in, like, the direct sunlight, like, that's when I look really pissed, even though I'm not. So, but usually, like, I don't really have that issue now.
I was told once by an old friend that I had a resting bitch face. Bro,
How'd you take that?
I was like, gay, like, bro, I started laughing because I'm just like, I'm never mad. I'm like, if you ever see me and I do look mad, bro, I'm thinking. Like, bro, I'm always thinking about like I'm just always thinking, right? So like if I get lost in my thought, bro, I'm just thinking.
Yep.
It ain't nothing personal.
Nope.
But
Nope. Not at
bro,
all. No.
that shit was funny, bro. I'm like, me? I'm like, nah, but like I'm in the sense I'm not too friendly, bro, but I just love meeting new people. You know what I mean?
Exactly. No, it just happens when you catch people, like, off guard. It looks like, "Are you okay?" Like, "No, no,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
fine." It's
just
like, I'm just, like just in my head, I'm like, "Oh, okay. Got it, got it."
yeah, for real, bro. So now let's get into the car seat. So tell me your opinion right now on the car seat.
Hmm. My opinion in the car scene has changed a lot, like, recently. Um, I think it's a really good outlet for some people to, like, get out there, network, and meet a bunch of people and, experience a lot of, like, good, amazing opportunities. However, there's definitely, like, the downside of it to, like, the social media aspect of the car scene of whether it be, like, drama or, like, "Oh, they did this and that," or "They're a bad person," like, and just bringing people down. So, like, it just depends on what you're in it for, what you care about, and like what you want to like see, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Like my whole thing is like I like to have a drama free like whole car scene and stuff. Like whether it be like in my car group, like I always want to have it drama free, but it's just like I mean, usually it's like that, but I mean, I don't know. Like it's definitely like it's a good thing to be in, but also not at the same time. It just kind of just depends on what you want to like get out of it.
I can agree with that. And also, the other reason why I even started the podcast was because they highlight the bad side of the car community, right? But you do not see, like, they never show the good side of what this community is, or they never show the good side of the car scene. Anytime the car scene is shown off, it's strictly always negative, right? So you got the media, social media, trying to paint a bad picture of the car scene. And then let's just be honest, I'm just keep it real. You do have bad parts of the car scene, like you could say with the takeovers. And then if it's not takeovers, what I call it is like it's like a takeover mindset because you're in it for all the wrong reasons.
Hmm.
You are doing things that just give the car scene a really bad image. So um that's also why I started the podcast because I feel like the voices in the car scene aren't heard unless you some big and that you some big influencer. You already made it, you are successful, people look up to you for what you do. But I have not seen a platform that actually gave the community itself a voice.
Hmm.
So I'm like, if we can put together a podcast where people come and tell your story to the ones who's actually in the scene, the ones that make the scene what it is. Because if we're not in the car scene, there is no car scene.
Hmm.
So I want to give a, I want to make a space for them people voices to be heard, for their stories to be heard. Like I just want to get them a spot that show like they matter. And then I know we can do it, and this can be something that can give us that can give the car scene that good light to to the spot that it's not shown at.
Hmm.
Because with every podcast that came out here so far, every podcast, with every guest that came out here so far, but like we all legit, and the end of it have the same goal in mind for the car scene. But you do have them bad eggs that might can ruin it for other people. So what I'm trying to do with this is I'm trying to just show like the car scene isn't what you think it is. Like
Hmm.
everybody not out here to be we're not out here to be a dick, to cause havoc, to start trouble. Like we out here because we enjoy the scene for what it is. Like of course people go mess it up sometimes, but that's not what the car scene is at all. And I'm like, if I could start or even put the foot in the door for the car scene, I'll try. But it's not more so of me, it's the community. So the more guests we get to come onto the podcast, the more it shows that the podcast has heart. Not God, not podcast. The car scene has heart.
Yeah.
That the car scene really, bro, is a beautiful thing if you put the right people. Not the right people. If you just show the good side of the car scene and not always show the bad side, then more people will see what the car scene really is. Because if you're being honest right now, bro, social media right now just all this takeover stuff. Kind of sort of. And everybody see that, and that's what everybody run to. Oh, is this, I want to do a takeover. Or shoot, I'm going to takeover because that's what the popularity at, or the views at. But you don't see the park and chill. You don't see the cruises. You don't see like the late nights with friends, bro. Like they skip over all that to just try to paint a bad scene of the car scene. And I'm trying to negate that by showing what the people in the car scene really mean to the car scene. So I'm hoping that message does like spread across like what this podcast
Hmm.
really
And I hope it
means.
does.
Saying, bro.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of good aspects to it. Like, but I do know what you mean. Like, even here in Colorado, all they talk about is whether people like, because we also have a lot of people here. I'm sure you guys have it in Florida too, but like people who do like the races on the highways,
Mhm.
they'll do like 40, 50 rolls and 60s. And that's all they really ever talk about. Like, whether it be on the news, if someone gets into an accident or like, that's all they really care about. Like, and even when we try to do car meets, like not me personally, but like just other groups, like we don't last long in parking lots. And then the cops are like, nope, get out. And I'm like, we're not doing anything bad, but like we're just chilling. Like, can we
So you
not?
know what? Since you brought that up, I could show you really quick.
Yeah.
I, I already spoke on it, so like people know like what it is, but I never. I don't really show a visual like that. I always keep the visual hidden. But this is like you see like the main thing I'm trying to build real quick. Let me find
Yeah,
it.
go for it.
Because also my goal with the podcast is to actually give it a home. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
A spot where the cops can't come shut us down. A spot where we can control. There will be legit no takeovers going on at this spot. There will be like no like activity that gives the car scene a bad name at all.
Hmm.
I'm working, bro. I work on it day in and day out. But what the hell? But I work on it day in day out. Trying to tweak some stuff to make it like easy. But I just sent it to you. That's what I'm trying to build. But on the side
Yeah,
of it, I have a spot. It's on Instagram. I have a spot
yeah. Drift
just for
pad.
like
Yeah.
car meets.
Oh, dude, that's sick.
So that's the main goal. Like going forward for the car scene is to give it a home.
No, dude, that's actually pretty. I like the idea.
That's the
That I like that vision.
that's the main goal, bro. So like that's what I'm working on now. Like I say, like I work on it down to like all day. But if we could get the car scene that, bro, well, we control the narrative. Like we control the narrative, our own narrative. We can control who comes, who don't come. Basically, it's like all on us at that point to build it up and make it to like what it really is.
Hmm.
So that's the dream going forward.
No, I like the vision. We have someone like that out here called Simple Lifestyle,
Hmm.
or SLS. They host a lot of like night meets, but they want to create like a space for like also like car enthusiasts. Like
Bro,
not just
because
like
we
a me wise, but like that too, but also just even like a building to
we
like do
don't have
stuff
one,
in.
bro.
No, we don't.
As a car scene, we don't have that, and I feel like I could be more open with people and show it, but I'm trying to like get it like all the kinks done for it first.
Hmm. Yep.
But I'm pretty sure like if I like I'm trying to find some people to actually like invest in it. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
It's hard.
It's hard. But I just know like with everything that I'm trying to do with it, because um you got race teams that I'm pretty sure would love to have like a storage for their car, or you got other people like drift teams who would love like storage for their car. So it'll come full circle. Like it'll be a spot literally for everybody. Like and then even bikes, I'm trying to figure out how I can add like a fun spot for bikes too on there, so that way it's truly like a home for the car scene and bike scene to just come together and just like hang out like at all times.
Hmm.
So that's the main goal that I'm pushing right now and trying to work on.
No, I would definitely push for that at some point. I think it'd be kind of cool to have like your own like space for all that stuff. Because unfortunately, we have to rely on either certain racetracks or even like just rely on other people or like parking lots, if that makes sense, to do
Yeah.
anything.
And then with the way the car scene going on, bro, the parking spots getting hard because everybody just like not everybody, but that crowd is killing it. And like we don't got nowhere to like fight back because once one back seed come, they're like, nah, bro, I'm just shutting it down. Going forward though, that is something though that I'm definitely working on.
No,
But
I hope you can do that, man.
I'm gonna do it, bro. I'm not do it. You gotta bring the A4 and you gotta bring the girl RS3.
Bet, man. We can
And then
we can do that.
also too, what I'm gonna do is I have it written down somewhere, but literally every guest that came on this podcast that helped it, like in its early days, like now, right? I'm still building it. When I do get to that point where that home is being built, I'm definitely having a huge wall strictly for every guest that came on the podcast, and I'm gonna have like either a picture of them with their car, or their car, or a picture of them,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna give them to their own like, or try to get them like their like own like home within that podcast area. Well, within that like that area of what we're trying to.
Hmm. No, dude,
Because
that'd be pretty sweet.
I say it all the time, bro. I can't do this alone, and I already know that. But for the people who come on this podcast and they believe in like what the podcast is trying to do, I want
Hmm.
to show them how grateful I am to them. So like I always try to figure out ways to like show them like how much I appreciate it. So
Hmm.
it is some stuff behind the scenes, bro. I'm working on for every guest that come to their store because once you tell your story, bro, you're a part of the family. You're a part of my
Mhm,
family because
mhm,
you believe in the dream that I have, and I'm pretty sure my dream is the same as your dream. So that is something I'm working on, and I want to give them that sense of like it wouldn't be here if I wasn't part of it. Because every guest make this podcast go way beyond what I could hope for.
mhm.
So I want them to know exactly what they mean to me, and I'm trying to figure out a way to show that going forward.
Yeah, no, man, I know what you mean.
I'm trying. We'll get to our last segment for the day.
Alright.
And so, what has the car scene taught you about life, discipline, or growth?
Ooh, that's you got my brain thinking. I would definitely say, just be appreciative of everything that you're able to do and the things that you have. I always try to be a very humble person with everything that I have in my life, just because at any point in time, this stuff could just be taken away. Like, so I just have to appreciate everything I do have. So, like, it's definitely taught me some really good life lessons that, like, you know, you should always take things for, or take it for granted. I think, sorry, I'm like having a brain fart right now.
Thanks. You should never take it for granted.
Never take it for granted. That's what the saying was. I was spacing out on that. Uh, and just like, yeah, like, yeah.
I definitely get what you're trying to say. It's, and then it just ties back to it just shows how we are all related because we at some point it teaches you like how to truly appreciate what you have
Hmm.
because like you said, bro, it could be taken in the instant.
Hmm.
So you definitely got to value that. And also, like, what's one life lesson that this thing has taught you that you'll never forget?
Ooh, a life lesson. Um, that's a good one. That's actually a good one where I don't really have like an answer immediately on the spot. I would I would probably say like the life lesson is to enjoy what you have and just enjoy every second of it and just have fun. Like no
Got to.
matter like money comes and goes, um, but like these experiences that you'll have, or at least in my age, like you'll probably maybe never really experience them again. So do it now, enjoy it, and live life to the fullest while you can. Just because like I mean, I kind of said earlier, it's like it could be taken away in a heartbeat, or you have other things that change in your life where you can't do it anymore. So like, it just teaches me that like as a kid, I mean, as a kid, that's in like YOLO, like you only live once, but like just do it while you can and always appreciate the people that you always have around you too. Um, and just I think yeah, like because you could totally not be doing this whatsoever, and you could be doing something else.
Totally
So like
different.
it, yeah.
Bro, it's funny because uh, being my brothers, right? We always be talking about like our goals for life and what we want to do in life.
Mhm.
Bro, I used to say that shit all the time, bro. I said YOLO all the time, bro. I I don't want to look back at life and be like, what if? Or I should have. Or damn, like if I would have just made that extra step, it could change everything. For me, if I have an idea, bro, I act on it. I have to. If not, it's gonna eat me up. And I'm gonna just keep thinking about it. I'm gonna keep thinking about it. So I always say YOLO, bro. Cause if not, I didn't it might be a little cliche, but you ever seen Beth Cooper? I love you, Beth Cooper.
Sounds familiar. I don't know.
So my favorite part of that movie is Rich. Rich. So Rich we would say was gay, right? But he never told his best friend he was gay or tried to hide it.
Mhm.
But it's a certain quote he said though, and he said, "You're not alive unless you're living."
Yep, that
So
sounds
that's
familiar.
what, bro. That's what I love about. I mean, it might be a little cliche, bro, but it's just like the small things like that actually matter because bro, like you have to enjoy life. I don't know what's next. So until I don't want to know about it until then. But I want to know that I live my life to the fullest every day, or at least I try to.
Mhm. And you always
And I
should.
don't want these, bro. You always should, bro, because Life too short, bro.
It is. Plus, it's like you shouldn't always be like living life in hard mode. Like,
Hmm.
just sometimes you got to take a step back, just relax. Like everything's gonna be all right as long as like you have a goal of what you want to achieve and accomplish. Like, I don't think you should really be stressing too much about it. You know, like everyone is gonna be different in a different part of their life as they grow up. Like someone my age can be completely different. Like they could already have like $1 million or already live in a nice house. Well, you know, yes, I'm still living with my parents, but like everyone grows up differently. One of my favorite things to say is just like comparison is the thief of joy. Like, like don't compare yourself to others. Like just live your life how you want it to live. Enjoy the things that you have in it, and just keep building up on that, and things will get better.
Yeah, but that's definitely true though, because the more you compare yourself to the next person or what they got, and you don't appreciate what you have, bro, it kills everything. Now, I'm the type I don't compare. I'm like, dang man, like
Like, I wish that was
I look
me.
at this, yeah, bro. Like I had to, because it was a point where I did, bro. I compared. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, I wish I had his life, or I wish I had that, I wish I had that. But then I started looking at it. Now I'm like, well, shit. If he got it or she got it, then what's the difference between me not having it?
Hmm.
And I had to accept the reality that they have it in life because they get up every day and make it happen. I get up every day and I talk about it, but I talk about it with no action. I just talk, but I'm not doing anything to actually go pursue it. So once I seen the difference, and I'm just like, I can't sit and I can't sit here and jealous or be envy of what they have because I'm not working towards it. I'm waiting for somebody to give me something rather than going to work for it. So when I sat back and I just like, I got this work for it, bro. Now I applaud everybody, bro, for anything like that they achieve for themselves. Like I truly want everybody to be successful in what they want because life takes a lot from you already, bro. So if it is something I can do for a person, whether it's small, whether it's big, whether just a simple, checking in on you, seeing how you're doing. If I can give you something back in life, that's awesome. My mission. Because like I said, bro, life takes a lot already. And I want to
Hmm.
give people some of that back in any way I can. So that's also what I start doing where now if I see something I want to do, I'll write it down, go through the pros and cons, and then I just go do it. Cause bro, I lie to you, I was not. I was never. I never thought I would actually even have a podcast
Hmm. And here you are.
because growing up, I got growing up I had a speech problem, and I'm still working on it now. Like sometimes I talk like if I get too excited, bro. I talk way too fast.
Hmm.
Bro, it just comes out right,
Yep. Yeah.
and they'll be like, Eric, slow down, game. I can't hear you. First of all, I talk low and I talk fast, so they'll be like, Eric, bro, and you just slow down and talk to me. And I was like, all right, but I stuttered real bad in middle school, bro. I got picked on. I was called mush mouth and stuff like that from at Albert.
Hmm.
So I never thought that I would actually be on the podcast talking to people and get to know people, bro. But I will say I love it. Like at first I was like mad nervous. Like every podcast, bro, I'm nervous.
Hmm.
But then like once we started talking, bro, I'm like, it just flows so natural, bro. So now, bro,
It
like I
it
love
does.
this.
Yeah. No, and that's awesome to hear that you love it. You know, like pursuing like a passion plus something you never thought you do. It's always nice hearing that.
It because it opened so many doors. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, it has opened. It opened doors that I didn't think it could open. Like I'm meeting new people. The first car meet I'm actually doing next year. I'm doing it with actually two people who came on the podcast.
Hmm.
So I don't know if you've seen it, but one was Nico and one was Yanni. Nico owns a car group down there called Elite, and then Yanni actually put together car meets.
Hmm.
And them two like real close to each other. This podcast has put me in spots where I can actually branch out and meet way more people and also branch out and work with. It really just opened up doors, bro, that I did not see happening, bro. And I'm just
It's
blessed for it,
crazy.
bro. It really is, bro. Now, and I'm blessed for it because, like I said, like I could have a podcast, but it'll be just me. So like
Hmm.
for every opportunity I get, bro, is because of people I have on the podcast. And for that, that's why I say, bro, I'm just honored to have y'all on here.
Hmm.
And I'm just honored to be a part of it because I'm a part of y'all journey just as much as I'm a part just as much as y'all a part of my journey.
Hmm.
Because people will say, "Oh, it's my first time doing the podcast," and I'm like, "It's not my first time, but it's still my first time." So like that's something that we get to share together, and then that's something that we get to build on for like the rest of our life. So like I can meet a lone life friend all because of simple podcast.
Hmm.
So I am, bro. Like I'm beyond blessed that I'm doing this and that the people are like liking it and they get behind it and they want to come tell their story, bro. So it's just it's a good feeling overall. When like what you stand for is actually like being like noticed.
Hmm. No, it's nice. People actually like appreciate what you're doing.
It's nice, bro. But what do you want you and your car journey to represent you in the scene?
Definitely want to represent it as like a guy who was always be, fun, is cool to hang around with, and just overall just good vibes. Like they're always positive energy. And someone you can like look up to for whether it be like help or just someone to talk to. Like that's what I would say.
Okay, we got two more questions.
Okay.
Um, if you could change anything in the car scene, what would it be?
I could change one thing in the car scene. Really, I don't know. It's kind of a hard one. Not as like an easy change, but like the whole like takeover stuff. I'm
Hmm.
sure like a lot of you would definitely want to change that part of thing, or even just like kind of part of the social media aspect of it of always like bringing others down. Like I kind of wish that
I
wasn't.
did. Sorry to cut you off.
You're good.
I didn't mean to touch back on that. So after you're done, we can go back over it.
Yeah.
But like you say, social media, bro, it's a it's a blessing and a curse at the same time because I feel like some people who already like established themselves in the car scene, you know what I mean? Like they're like they got a following, they build. They was fortunate in ways that some people not fortunate. I feel like they look down on the people who trying to come up, who don't have it as probably not even easy. Like some people who some people who are where they at in life, they work for it, man. They work hard for it. But then I feel like when they get to a certain point in life, they start looking down on the people that came from where they came from.
Hmm.
Because to be honest, we all start kind of in the same position. Not all of us, some are born into it, or some worked hard for it, or some have it handed to them. But we all different in that aspect. But I feel like once we get to the social media standpoint, I feel like we try to be somebody we not just to fit the persona
Hmm.
that like I got I got this many followers, I got this, I got that. So shoot, I'm more important than you is, or whatever I say more important than what you feel. I'm so and so. I got a following. I got influence. I feel like social media has created some huge egos, bro. And I feel like egos is just about as bad as takeovers, bro. Social media is wicked, bro. Like I say it's a blessing and a curse, bro. At the same time, bro.
Yeah. No, it is.
So uh, I'll see somebody start from nothing and then come up and treat people like shit. But then I'll see people who started with nothing and treat people like everything.
Hmm.
But again, social social media. So what can you do about it?
There's only so much you can do. Best way to not worry about it is to not be on it. It's the easiest way, but as most of us can't really do that. We always have to be on it. So
Yeah, because it's like a lifestyle now,
it
almost.
it pretty much is at this point.
Yeah. So our final question for the day is I ask every guest if you could put one message on the billboard for the car scene, what would it be?
Be you. Be you for who you want to be and for what you only want to be. Like, yeah, your car is one thing, but the image that you create for yourself and the kind of person that you are goes a long way, to whether it be meeting new people or even just new opportunities. The moment you create yourself a good image and you just be you for who you are, it can open up a lot of doors for you and just overall, like, even possibly even help you, like, mentally too. That's kinda what I do. I just go be there, like, whether it be joking around, I just meet people for who I am because it's the people that matter at the end of the day. Sure, my car is one thing, but you as a person is who's gonna matter the most.
Most definitely. Just to tack on to that, I feel like when you are authentic, I thought when you're not authentic, people see through that.
Yep, people will.
When you're very authentic and you just be who you are at all times, bro, I feel like that's what people gravitate to. And that's when you get that's when you get people who support you. That's when you build that. I don't call it a fan base. You just build a support system because people see you who you really are, bro. Because like everybody could everybody in some way could like resonate to that because one, you authentic. You're not trying to be somebody you're not. You're not trying to show off for the likes
Mhm.
or Instagram. You're just genuinely being the person you are meant to be, bro. And when you do that, bro, it just brings it brings a certain vibe back to you. So that's one thing too. I always preach on, bro. Is you gotta be you because at the end of the day, bro, that's all you have.
It's all you're gonna have,
Because we can lose social media today, bro, and then who are you? And I fight some people personality is social media.
and that's what I don't like.
Me either, bro. Because I want to see you win and I want to see you do good in life, but I want to genuinely see you be yourself while doing so. I don't want to see you being somebody you're not or trying to create a lifestyle that you're not living just to impress other people.
Mhm,
Best way
exactly.
to impress somebody, bro, is just to show them how genuine you are.
Mhm. Yeah, no, I mean, there's times where I'll, like, impress people, but it's just, like, in a good way.
Right. It's like it's natural almost.
Yeah. Like, I'm not trying to be, like, the best guy out there and blah, 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 like, that's not my thing.
Facts. And like I said, people can see it when it's natural versus when like you trying to impress somebody. Like it's like, come on, dude, like just be yourself, bro. 'Cause
Ex
it matters the most, bro.
exactly, and just being myself has got me into a lot of places that I didn't think I would be, just because as long as you're genuine, authentic, and you're just who you are, then people see that.
Big time, bro.
Not
And
try not trying to be someone that you're not, and
I just feel like that's the second part of social media because I feel like everybody trying to be somebody they not, or they trying to live up to a certain standard they not. But then finally, like when I get exposed, and you gotta deal with who you really are, bro. Like some people don't like the. My grandma used to say, if you go for people to like you gotta look in the mirror and like yourself first before anybody else can actually even like you or even love you. You have to like
Mhm.
yourself first.
Yes, you do. Because if you don't,
Uh,
then you can't love other people.
mm-mm. Or you can't accept it, or you won't know how to accept it. Thank you. I finally was able to get you onto the podcast, and you
Yep,
could tell your story, and you could tell your opinion and your mindset. It's dope as hell. You got them 6 awards. Mad respect to you. The
I
car though
appreciate it.
deserves it. The creativity deserves it because you did build a nice ass car, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I
It's
appreciate it,
real
man.
smooth. When you look now, looking back, having a podcast and seeing the car, bro, you could just it just all ties into like who you are as a person. You can see it like the car is smooth itself. Smooth dude, bro. Very respectable. Like I appreciate everything you came and told us. I appreciate what you're doing in life
Mhm,
and what you got going on, bro. Like it's mad respect, and that's what I want to build. That's what I want around this community is people just like that, bro. Because going up, it'll help everybody, not just me, but everybody.
mhm.
So I'm mad honored to have you on, and this won't be
Yeah.
the last time that you'll be on this podcast at all.
No, I appreciate you for
So
inviting me on, and glad we're able to find time to get this, to get me on here.
of course,
Appreciate you
bro.
for letting me share my story and my side of things, and I enjoyed it.
Me too, bro. I definitely enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to the other podcast with the other four guests because I thought that'll spice up a little bit.
Oh, yeah. No, I'll see if I can get her on. I'll talk to her about it.
Most definitely, bro. Well, again, thank you for coming on, bro, and you have a blessed day, bro.
Yeah, no, you as well, man. Take care.
Thank you, bro. Take care. Bye. So, cars show the world what we build, but our stories Goddamn. I'm sorry. Our stories show the world who we are. This is Once Mini Podcast. It's your car, your story. But this is our community. Have a great day.